Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into episode 6 of the Season Q's podcast. I'm your host, Christian Quezada, aka That Man CQ, coming at you guys with another wild Wednesday here. Before we get shit started, man, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe here at the CQ podcast on YouTube. Make sure you guys follow us on any type of social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, and now on Facebook as well at the CQ podcast _ we are there. And then also, if you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, make sure you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Pandora, you name it, we're there. Anchor.fm the CQ podcast 22. Follow us, subscribe. Much love. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm here accompanied today by my man Angel, my lady Jackie, and my guy Luis here in the motherfucking building. How are y'all feeling today, man? What's the fuck's going on?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Chilling, another day.
It's your boy Big Rascon in the I already said that in the beginning, huh? Never mind, sorry. My bad. I forgot.
Big Rascon, let him know who the fuck you are. Say that shit with your chest.
El Big Rascon.
Say that shit with your chest.
I already said it in the beginning, I forgot. Damn.
Say it with your chest.
I already said it in the beginning though. I can't
El Rascon.
Man, we fucking here, man. These motherfuckers here. I'm definitely ready for this conversation, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to another Wild Wednesday. Again, like I said, here to talk about modern day relationships and how everything's affected modern day relationships in our age, man. From social media to all the things that have happened, to demasculating men and all the other shit that has happened around us. And just personally just getting everyone's opinions and personal experiences in this whole thing. So I mean, going around the room and shit like that, bro. Let me rephrase it. Sorry. What's everybody's number one thing that they think is wrong with today's modern day relationship? Number one. Obviously, there's a multitude of things that's going on, right? But what is number one that y'all believe to be the problem with modern day relationships? Anyone in the room? Go right ahead. Commitment. Ooh.
Commitment.
What about commitment, though?
Just in general, just people just committing to each other.
You had an ex that cheated.
What? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Because you said commitment, so I said you had an ex that cheated.
No. Well, yeah, but no.
What the fuck?
That's a knee slapper.
Oh
No,
God.
but I'm just saying, like, commitment, because there's just so many.
She might hit me, dog.
Bro, scooting over.
I'm too masculine for you. I'm so
you're
sorry.
Not, you lady. Trust me, man.
No, if you're afraid of me, then you have more issues than you think.
Oh, fucking touch me a little bit. He touched me. Sexual harassment in my bitch ass, man. Just for being a man.
Okay.
It's okay, lady. You can get closer. Ain't no big.
No, I don't want to offend you.
You will
I
never
don't make you
offend
feel
me,
uncomfortable.
Roscoe, what you gotta say, man?
I don't know.
I'm cackling.
I think
Speak your mind, man. Speak your mind. You've been too quiet, man. Fucking wondering what's going on through your little head.
Bro, city boys up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shut
What
the
they
fuck
talk about? But they know talk your shit.
That's where it stays
Talk
at.
your shit.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. For me, I don't know. Like, it's just that's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's all he had to say.
That's it. City boys up. City boys up. Let them know, City.
That's right. Here's
City
that
City
goal.
boys.
City boy.
He's peaked. He's peaked. in his
Pushing
life.
P, man. Pushing P. That's what Bridger Skunk does.
Out here
Pushing
pushing P. Free Gun on One, free YSL, free
Yes,
Young
hey,
Thug.
facts.
City boys up.
Yes, sir.
It's a fuckboy fall. Guys, remember that.
Yes, sir.
Cold
Make sure you
boy
guys wear
winter.
balloons, though.
It goes from a
cold
hot
boy
boy
winter.
summer to a fuckboy fall to a cold boy winter
Shit.
to a sexy motherfucker spring. I just
Yes,
made that one
sir.
up. Hashtag
Sexy
me on that shit.
Spring.
Hashtag at me
fucking
at me
muscle.
pussy.
Oh,
at that
Sexy
man
motherfucking
CQ.
spring.
Why not?
Yeah.
¿Por qué no los tres?
I don't know, young lady. It's not. It just doesn't. Yeah, it kind of does. Fucking bipolar weather in Arizona.
Yeah.
One moment it could be fall, the other one winter.
You
the
know
next
those
one spring.
haboobs? You know those
Fuck.
haboobs that are coming in? You know? It's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck y'all niggas talking?
I don't even fucking know.
The
dog.
dust storms, bro. They're called haboobs.
Bro, modern
not
day
from
relationships. What is the number one issue? You said commitment. He said city boys up. Angel, what you got to say for these people? Fuck y'all talking about her boobs.
Boobs, what the fuck?
Haboobs. You know
The
what?
dust storm shit in here in Arizona.
Yes.
But I'm asking you, what's the number one problem today in modern day relationships? The number one. Obviously, there's a shit ton of them, but what's number one for you personally?
for me, damn, have a lot, dog. But the one I really have to go through, like, honest, is trust. Now these days we don't know how to trust people just because we still are attached to the things that happened before. Such as, for example, such for example, I was with a girl. I love her a lot. She broke my trust. She cheated on me. I was right the whole time. I'm still attached to that shit. Even though this girl might be new, she might not know what the fuck is going on. She might be a good girl, but I'm still attached to the past.
So you're scared that history is gonna repeat itself and it's gonna happen again.
It will always be that one fucking
puta.
No.
So it's just, so you're talking about trauma then?
Yeah, like trauma is a big thing in relationships.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You get damaged by somebody and then you can't recover from that shit. Like, it takes time for you to heal spiritually and mentally in order to go on with the next person.
And it also, like, if you start a new relationship, then it also takes a lot of effort and time for the other person to be, like, you know, just,
stable.
You know, patient with you and being able to understand you when you are going through those phases of trauma and trying to get through.
Angel, you gotta follow, what's that one page, Hoodville? You know, Christian, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yes, Angel, you follow that page. I'm gonna send you that page, right?
Yo, shout out to Hoodville.
Why did I have to unfollow it?
No, you have to follow it.
Oh,
you don't have to unfollow it.
I won't follow it.
Wait, do you follow them?
No, I don't. I won't follow it.
Hey, somebody bring me the motherfucking phone, man. I'm trying to search this shit up.
Bro,
You know?
hold on, bro. You ignorant as fuck, man.
Angel, take out your phone and follow them right. Like, you gotta follow them when you have a chance.
Don't do it.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on, bro. So Angel trying to be in here all sentimental shit. You don't know, it's trust. I had a young lady. She cheated on me.
No.
And I'm scared
He's
it's
like,
gonna happen
and
again.
then-
I'm saying that I had.
hold on,
I'm saying it's an example.
No, but then Luis stepped into the scene and he was like, hey, you know what you gotta do? You know what Luis's solution was? You know what you gotta do? Follow Hoodville. Hoodville gonna take all your problems. You gotta follow Hoodville.
No.
Follow Future Hendrix.
Trust me.
Shout out to Hoodville, baby. Shout out to Hoodville.
Hold the fuck up, man. You guys don't even fucking let me finish with the fuck. With me,
Okay.
after the last relationship I had, like on Hood, no, like cutting the fucking sentimental type of shit because you're asking me like my opinion type shit.
Yeah, of course.
After that shit,
I'm sorry, that shit was funny.
I learned how to be cold-hearted, like not a type but don't give a fuck. Like, you might be a bad bitch, be around me, but if you're fucking around, shake it to the left, welcome to the right. My name is Angel. I'll be like, hey, what's up, young lady? My name is Angel with this 6. My favorite color is blue. I love long walks at the park. I'm available Friday nights, Thursday mornings. That's it. That's it, man.
Bruh.
His favorite color is blue?
Bruh, you sound like you gotta.
Do you have a Tinder profile? Is that what you put on it?
I don't do Tinder.
You sound like you got a profile on onlyfish.com.
I don't. It's just that's the way I present myself. I don't do
Shout
the
out to
fucking.
my guy Justin.
What about
episode
communication? What about communication?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's really different. Communication is different. Let me take a sip of this shit.
I'm sorry.
Damn, I hit this spot.
I'm trying so hard not to be serious. Oh my god, yo.
No, but
Can't
communication.
Say serious, yo.
Because
Communication.
we had a conversation about communication earlier. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Because
you know?
communication is also important when you're in a relationship, knowing that there might be a person out there that it's still in the process trying to heal, but doesn't want to miss the opportunity. Like, let's say, for example, you know that there's a girl that liked you more than the person that you was with before, but because of your trauma type shit, you don't want to give her the chance. You fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, you're still holding back when you can know she was the gift from life.
From God.
Man upstairs, don't forget about us, man. We're gonna burn hell in this
From
bitch.
Dios.
Oh my god.
I'm going to hell, man. But yeah. But
I
yeah.
don't know about y'all, but
Diosito.
hey, You can take all these motherfuckers, but
We're gonna be
Lift me
dancing in
up.
hell, dog. Ooh, shit.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
God damn, this girl really want to be down there. Nah, not me, dog. I know where I'm going. That's all I gotta say.
Where are you
That's all I
going?
gotta
Angel,
say.
where are you going?
Hell, dog. I have a long fucking ride to hell, dog. I deserve
that's
it.
why you should just follow Hoodville. Fuck it, just keep living
Facts.
your name.
I'm concerned.
Don't be concerned, lady. I
I'm
don't bite.
concerned.
I will not take your soul. Trust me. I don't even know you like that.
I am a soul snatcher. But anyways, moving on to the next topic.
Snatcher.
Anyways.
Hey, he's labeled as soul snatcher.
Anyways, moving on to the next topic. I am a soul snatcher. Ask about me. Anyways, moving on to the next topic. Or actually, we're still on the same topic here, but I think personally, in my opinion, the biggest factor in modern day relationships, the biggest issue I think is obviously I said modern day relationships, but social media. So social media, I believe to be is like the number one thing that plays into relationships today. Just because of multitude of shit. So obviously we have all these social media platforms, right? If you go down the list, you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok now, Snapchat. There's even things like Tumblr. You also got fucking shit like YouTube and Twitch, whatever the case may be, right?
The dating apps too.
OnlyFans, plus, and also, like you said, the dating apps, Bumble, Tinder, what's Hinge, and there's also a bunch of other shit as well, right? So all that shit plays into a factor when it comes to all this shit, right? So, you know, there's obviously DMs now, there's personal messages, you know what I'm saying? You got a female, you got a guy, you get caught, or excuse me, you catch them messaging someone, sending some freaky shit in some DMs.
Goddamn.
You catch some motherfuckers sending some shit to each other on Snapchat. You catch your own boyfriend or girlfriend that has a whole profile on Tinder. Like, why the fuck you even got a profile if you got me type shit? Whatever the case, you know, trying to hide that shit from you.
Hide that shit.
And yeah, like I feel like there's definitely a lot of more like geeking and finessing when it comes to modern day relationships now with that social media shit and everybody trying to do shit behind each other's back. And it's only made shit worse because all of a sudden now, like you're on your Instagram feed, you like a female's from a male's perspective, right? You like a female's picture, right? Let's say you have a girlfriend.
Damn.
She goes and fucking hits you and it's like comes up in the house from work. Oh, why you like this bitch's picture? Huh? You think she pretty? She
think
prettier
she-
than me?
you think you're
oh, you
slick?
like her ass? Oh, that's the shit that you like? Huh? And then you sitting there, huh? What? It's just a picture. Oh, da 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 da.
How about the time you like the motherfucker's
Well,
picture
no.
in the bitch, huh?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like when it comes back to the fucking male, it's like, okay, when a girl likes another dude's pics, it's like, oh, why are you liking that dude's pic?
But obviously,
Why are you
it's a
liking him?
double-sided thing. Like it
Right,
goes
it's
both ways.
double-sided.
It goes both ways.
But not only that, besides
But that's why I say social media flat.
But
is just
besides
an
that,
issue.
Right.
there's two. Social media is one, but the biggest thing is man not being masculine enough.
But I feel like social media is the number
It
one
is the one
factor
thing,
to
but it-
demasculate men
Yeah,
in today's
but
society.
not only that, check me out. It's not only
I'm
that,
checking you out.
but also, goddamn girl, not yet. Shit. Hold up, but it's what the fuck? I even forgot.
Damn, bro, you gonna let Jackie take you off your swirl like
Give
that?
me a second, dog.
Did I distract you? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you do, young lady. You do.
I'm sorry.
Damn, don't let her seduce you through the mic, bro. Stay focused, bro. Like you said, stay up.
Stay in your masculine fucking energy, bro. Like,
I am, young lady. Just shit. Do you mind me?
Focus.
Do you mind me finishing my question?
okay,
Fucking damn.
Go. Focus.
What the fuck? Oh yeah. What was it? Fuck, she made me fucking lose control, dog. I don't even know what the fuck. I was
Luis,
thinking
what's your second advice for him?
Second advice? I don't know.
Hoodville.
Yeah.
Pobre
It stays-
alma.
Stays at Hoodville. I
Pobre
think.
alma.
It stays at Hoodville.
It stays at
Just make sure
Hoodville.
that you just follow Hoodville.
Follow Hoodville.
Not only that too,
Hoodville is
but it's
crazy.
also
Make sure that y'all tag
But
Hoodville.
it's not only that being
Hoodville is a
not
big
being
community.
masculine enough,
It's
but
too
also
big.
with this generation, is that for being a good boy, you're weak-minded. Like if you're a good man to your woman, they find that unattractive. Like,
But you could be a good man and hold your ground though. Like you don't have to be a prick and treat your woman like shit in order to be able to have her in check.
but it happened like that. If you could see also with social media type of shit like that, woman be like, oh, he was just a nice guy. Because of that shit, woman get.
This is where I'm gonna combat you. I love this conversation. I love
I
this
wanna
conversation.
talk
This
this
is where I'm gonna combat you, bro. For any of the dudes out there, bro, let me give you a fucking heads up, bro. And a lot of guys won't necessarily tell you this shit. They'll tell you, oh, don't tell a girl the truth. Don't tell her what it is that you really feel. In terms of your emotion internally and what you feel as a man, bro, there's certain ways that you got to be able to handle that shit, right? And there's a couple of influencers now in our modern day society that tell you how to deal with that. If you look over, shout out to the Fresh and Fit podcast. If you know who Sneeko is, Andrew Tate, a lot of these people that are trying to get canceled from the internet and trying to be able to
build,
you know what I'm saying,
back.
fight the whole demasculating movement. They talk about a lot of the things that you should do as a man to be able to uplift yourself, right? When it comes out to it, this is my perspective on what it is that I'm going to give y'all right now. When it is that you meet a female and you start talking to someone, whatever the case may be, with the utmost respect, you better let that bitch know what the fuck it is when it come down to you and what the fuck it is that you got going on as a man. I'm gonna keep that shit a whole G. You better let that bitch know what the fuck it is that you got going on. Whether it's your fucking career, you got a business, a family, whatever it is that you got going on your back.
Another side bitch.
I'm gonna take this shit on a personal level.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna agree with the fuck that you said, bro. You better let a bitch know, bitch, you in competition.
Oh,
but at the same time,
step your
but at the
motherfucking
same
game
time,
up.
But at the same time, as a man, don't try to out leverage yourself like that if you ain't really got it like that. If you ain't fucking hustling, if you ain't busting your fucking ass, if you ain't trying to rack your fucking money, if you don't look good, you ain't taking care of yourself, you ain't clean, you ain't this and that, you ain't working out, whatever the case.
If you a scrub,
don't try to fucking play that game,
right,
bro. But if you know you that motherfucking shit, if you working on yourself as a man, you better let a bitch know. If you ain't fucking take care of me, bro, if you ain't wifey material, you ain't out here fucking other niggas doing all this extra shit, bro.
Later.
You out the motherfucking door, bro.
Open the
it is what the
door,
fuck it is. And you better let a bitch know right from the fucking front. You will get booted to the fucking curb.
Yep.
But as a man, you will not have that leverage if you do not fucking work on yourself. Point blank simple. If you sit around the fucking house playing fucking video games, beating your fucking dick, eating shitty food all day, and not fucking doing anything, it's not gonna work for you, bro.
It's not gonna fucking work.
It's not gonna work. But if you're a fucking man that has his P's and Q's together, his C's and Q's together, that shit gonna work in your fucking favor. And when you fucking tell a woman something, she gonna fucking listen.
That?
Not only that,
she gonna fucking listen. But if she doesn't feel that you're worthy enough to fucking follow, she ain't gonna pipe the fuck down and sit down when you say some shit. And if she don't fucking respect you, bro, you gotta check yourself as a fucking man.
She's gonna be in her masculine energy.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Moral of the story,
ahead.
man, just stay true to yourself. You don't gotta lie, you don't gotta press, just stay true to yourself. I believe a woman will appreciate it more when you tell her the truth than a beautiful lie, man. Keep that in check.
Not even the truth, but just like consistent, just like being real.
Yeah.
Being real.
Just being real. Authentic.
I think a lot of guys
Just
think that they need to lie. They think that they need to lie in order to be able to bag all these females, bro. Like,
not even that though. Like, not even to bag all these fucking females. Like, if it's just one fucking female, why the fuck lie? Like,
don't
why the fuck lie?
Keep
exactly.
that shit a G.
Yeah.
And then you're over here losing this fucking bitch, and then you're just like over here like, oh, fuck.
Let me tell you something, bro. Especially like, I'm a budget on something else because I love what it is that she said, right? As a man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Although you might want the baddest bitch on the block, you might want the prettiest bitch. She got the fattest ass,
Jenny
the
on the
biggest
block.
titties, cutest face. Everybody fucking wanting you, want to snatch her up and all that extra shit. I'm gonna give you some fucking advice right now that honestly some of the people that I named earlier probably already said before me. You will not pull that bitch if you make her your first priority. I promise you right now.
Yes,
Your
sir.
first priority is yourself, bro.
As a man, your first priority is yourself. As a man, specifically as a man, your first priority is yourself.
And as a woman too, though. As a woman too.
Yes. In some ways, in certain ways.
No.
In certain ways. In certain ways. We'll get into that in a second.
To each person.
We'll dig. It depends. Different
Moral of the
circumstances.
story, both of
but
you
that's-
guys' happiness has to be equal-wise in order for the relationship to be working.
Exactly.
In order to be able to make a point, though, that is true. I agree with what you're saying. But I'm saying, as a man, a woman cannot be your first priority in order to be able to grab the baddest bitch. I'm telling you right now. You need to prioritize yourself first. Take care of your health, physically, mentally, spiritually. A bitch don't want a fucking guy that's weak mentally, that's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
break down, that's gonna look shitty, so on and so forth. Have your shit in his fucking in line. Stay on your fucking C's and
Pay
Q's,
attention,
right?
Luis.
There's that.
Take notes.
Luis is already paying attention, bro. He following Hoodville. He know what the fuck going on.
Hey, I follow Hoodville. I already know all this.
I have something to say.
I mean, this is
But make sure that you prioritize yourself first, or else you're not gonna fucking follow
Treat
that.
yourself. Don't cheat yourself. So
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
What I'm saying is like your first priority is not trying to find the baddest bitch, though. That's the thing. Like
A lot of
obviously
men
that's
do
not.
that, though. They think.
I know
But
that.
men do that because of pride.
Because of pride and because they don't have the self-respect to be able to actually put themselves
That's
first.
true. That's very.
So
Yeah, that's why they're not
overall,
real
it's
men.
not actually bagging the fucking baddest bitch. It's actually bagging someone who actually respects you in general and who can actually, you know, coincide with you and just be like, hey, like, I understand where you're trying to go in life. I'm trying to go in life with you too. So this is what I'm trying to do with you too. You know?
That shit.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit.
What the fuck is going on? I think she might be drunk already.
I agree with what she's saying because that's factual. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying. But the thing about it is too is that it's, as a man, like, you come to realize when you do work on yourself and you get to this certain point of status or whatever the case may be, right? Like, you end up actually coming across a bad bitch that will co-side with you and will understand your mission and what it is that you're trying to accomplish, what it is you're trying to get done, and both you are able to like collide and push towards that goal, you know what I'm saying, and kind of ultimately get that shit done. But a lot of men don't necessarily understand that, and they think they have to get a shitload of money, they have to get a fuck ton of like status and cars and all this shit
fake it till they make it. That's what it means.
Exactly.
So
And
it shouldn't be like
take it
that.
away.
Because honestly,
Take it away. Take it away.
honestly,
Take it
what I
away
believe,
now.
what I believe and I have learned after a while, it's just like, if you're not, how the fuck are you gonna be telling somebody you love them if you don't even love yourself?
Facts.
Like, how the fuck
You're
are you gonna be
true.
saying, "Hey, I
That's
love you,"
true.
but honestly, deep down inside of your heart, you're like, "Fuck, I don't like myself. I hate
Facts.
myself. I'm broke. I'm fucking working 9 to 5.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
go to school.
like I don't like what I'm doing right now. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing for myself?
yeah, like
you know?
type of shit like that. We gotta keep that in check too. You know what I mean?
Especially as a man.
Yeah, because as a man, mental health also is important. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
mental
there's-
health for men is definitely fucking important.
And also to all my
Important.
people out there, you guys, it's not weakness to seek for help if you're thinking of taking your life off. Like, there's a thing that I tell people that I know, and I will encourage you to be whatever your being is or whatever the fuck you're at. Seek for help. Because one thing that I told a friend that he's up there in the skies, we went upstairs. It took me a while, but motherfuckers over there taking over me in the hood. You feel me? I'd rather hear your story than share your story.
Facts.
Seek for help, man.
Facts.
I will
Big
not.
facts.
Me personally, I will not fucking bother being a whole night just hearing you out than for me be at your funeral sharing. Oh yeah, I knew that motherfucker. He was cool.
He was funny.
This is what he said to me. This is what he shared with me.
And now I'm sharing it to you guys. Mental health is important. Seek for help.
And this is for everybody, not just men,
Not
but
just
like
men.
everybody.
And it's everybody.
Everybody.
But
Because yeah, go ahead.
But
go ahead.
mostly, it's important for everybody, but mostly for man, just because as a man, coming from a Latino culture, a man can show emotion. You show emotion is finding like weakness.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
if
feel
you
that.
like for example, keeping it real, like if I would go to my mom and be like, yeah, I feel sad, I feel depressed, she would be like, what the fuck?
¿Qué tienes, mijo?
Nah,
¿Por qué?
she wouldn't say that shit. She would be like, amárrate los
Am I-
huevos.
am I right though? Am I right though?
Talk to him nice,
Nah,
Jackie.
she wouldn't say that shit. My mom
Be
would
like, ¿qué tienes? ¿Por qué andas así?
Like
¿Por
my
qué
mom-
no?
like
No
my
vaya ahí con tus amigos.
Like when my mom told me, and this is some real shit. Amárrate los huevos, ponte los pantalones, and keep moving and pushing, cabrón. Ain't no reason
Exactly.
for you to be depressed.
But guys are spoiled in
means-
Hispanic households, so
for people that don't necessarily speak Spanish, that means drop your nuts. You know what I'm saying? Pick your fucking head up and keep that shit moving.
Yeah, like.
Translation.
But type of shit, like, honestly, for a man, it's a lot harder to reach out for help because we're so used to not
to
seeking
just
people.
to just be masculine and trying to like push forward. you
Because
know?
that's all we know. Especially to the men that are fatherless. Like, we don't have somebody to talk to. Like, if we go to our moms, it's
I
like,
can
like
feel
if we
it.
go to our mom, it's like, fuck, like,
even
we
if
feel
they're
weird.
not fatherless, like they're still fatherless in a sense because like they'll go to their dads and they'll just be like, oh mijo, like no, like you're not feeling like that. You know?
No, I
you
definitely,
know, like
I
they
definitely
kind of
know
ignore
of men.
it.
Yeah, I definitely know of men that ain't shit that had their dad in their life because their daddy
Right.
wasn't shit.
Exactly.
And then I know of men that didn't have their dad and ain't shit because of their dad or whatever the case may be. Like my circumstance was a little bit different. I've seen it and heard it from all different type of ways and stuff like that. I'm blessed enough to be able to have. I played football, so I'm blessed enough to be able to have coaches that impacted my life in such a big way and told me in terms of how to be a man, how to be able to carry weight on
Shout
your
out
back.
to Elevate,
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. J, Mr. Poloni.
Like big time.
Mr. Poloni.
But one of the biggest things for me is like I have a great relationship with my dad now, but there was a certain time, like probably when I was around in middle school, like around that time when you start becoming a young man, like 13, 14, all the way through like 19. Like me and my dad didn't really necessarily have a close relationship. All I really had was my mom, myself, and football and God himself. Like I didn't really have a you know what I'm saying?
Masculine figure in your
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Other than my coach, shout out to my coach Xavier McCray. He came over to my high school for the end of my sophomore year, my junior and senior year. He was my head coach for football. But a lot of the things that he instilled into our program as a football program, and you know what I'm saying? Like obviously he wanted us to succeed on the football field, win games, and all that extra shit. But a lot of the shit that he emphasized was just about the shit that you do as a man, how you take care of yourself, how you carry yourself. The shit that you do in the classroom and what you do outside of football carries on, you know what I'm saying, into life.
Into everything.
And so I carried that with me, and it carried with me into college, into college football and doing all that shit. And it's been able to lead me to this point, to be able to have a platform now, to be able to kind of lead this movement and be able to, speak my truth now. Like, if it wasn't for that, I don't know where the hell it was that I would be right now at this point. But I know.
No, which is good. Which is like it's basically like life taking its course. You know?
Yeah, no, because everybody has
like
their path.
if shit wouldn't have gone the way it did, you wouldn't have had this here.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. Like
But
I wouldn't be in this position necessarily, but I definitely know a lot of men that either had men or didn't have men in their life that act or do shit a certain way because they didn't necessarily have a role model. But I think it's time for our generation, for these people that are 18 through 30, to be able to kind of change that narrative and kind of like take control and bro, like seriously, like dog, the whole shit of fucking multiple bitches having multiple baby mamas and doing all this extra shit, bro, like it's not cute, bro. Like it's not cool.
It's
you know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
fun anymore.
It's not, bro. Like
it's more like stress on you as a man because like you financially have to fucking take care of that kid.
And that kid is not
Exactly.
even mine.
And I'm not gonna lie, a bitch that's easy to hit is kind of crusty. I'm not gonna cap. Like, I'm gonna keep it a
Crusty.
bug.
Crusty as fuck.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. I
Smelly
think that
as
shit is
fuck.
like. I think that shit
Crusty
is. Crusty.
crab.
Shit.
I think that shit is crusty as fuck. Like if you're able to hit a female easily like that, bro, I think personally it's crusty as
She
fuck.
is, yeah, I don't want.
But also, it's bro. Like I don't understand how you take pride in that. You being able to fuck multiple bitches. Like if you know within yourself as a man, like if you're able to do that, bro, you know that within your mind, bro. You wouldn't, if you're a real man, bro, you don't have to prove that shit to nobody. You know that shit. So keep it to yourself, bro, and just carry and walk around with your fucking chest there, bro.
Yeah.
You know you that fucking man, bro. Just keep that shit pushing.
But if you can like keep in
Follow
mind,
Hoodville.
if you can keep in mind that like there's just so many fucking people here, bro, that are just like they're just influenced by so many fucking people here. Like, bro, it's just like, oh, like, yeah, like, go fuck that bitch, you know? Like, she's fucking hot, you know? Like,
Influenced by all their friends and shit.
Guys are just fucking influenced so fucking easily.
See,
that's
but,
what-
Just
that's-
as much-
but for
It
you
goes
as a
both
woman,
ways.
But
It goes
just as
both
much
ways.
as
It
like
does, it
girls are influenced by their girlfriends, but at the same time, it's just like with guys, though, I feel like it's just more so because like it's just they're just so hyped up to the point where it's just like, oh yeah, like you can fucking get her. She's easy to fucking bag, you know?
But
Nah,
well, hold up. But I do
Go ahead.
get what you're trying to say. It goes both ways. Like it could either go in a good way or the bad way. Such as, for example, like if you have a friend that you know he has zero game, he looks like a sucker. Like,
A sucker, fucker.
of course the homies are gonna be like,
A
fuck it, you
motherfucker?
know, be like, all right, you got this, bro. Like encouraging them. But there's the other type of friends would be like, yeah, she's her rat. She will give you that walk 3,000
she's a
type
fucking-
shit. Like,
Just say she's a fucking whore.
I know, and they
Damn,
love
Jackie,
it sometimes.
hold on, don't say it like
Some
that,
shit.
yo.
She's a
And she's-
whore.
Oh my
Take her
God.
drink away. I will not. Whoever is viewing me, I'm not doing the touching. I am just staying in my corner trying to do my shit.
He's so uncomfortable.
Angel, stay strong. Don't let her
Angel,
distract you.
I
Stay
ain't
strong.
going
Don't
back
let her
to the
distract
fucking
you.
pen, man. I enjoyed my freedom, dog. I enjoyed my freedom too much. But moral of the story, it goes both ways for everybody because it go for
It
a
does.
female and for a vato. You know what I mean?
I think definitely for people, right? So like all four of us in this room and anybody else that's out there, right? You got to personally take accountability for shit like that too. Like don't let other people
Yeah.
influence you. Don't be a sheep, and don't let other people
be a
influence
dick rider.
your
Exactly.
decisions and the shit that you do. You know, right? As a male or a female,
Right.
like. Make your own fucking decisions as a human being, bro. Be confident in the shit that you're doing, and how you gain confidence is fucking up and making mistakes.
There
A
it
lot
is.
of people
Mistakes.
think that making mistakes is a bad thing, bro. That shit is only
That's
gonna
how
make
you
you
fucking
smarter. It's only gonna make you stronger and more fucking powerful. I'm telling you right now,
Preach.
fuck up and fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fucking leave you 6 feet under in jail or jeopardize your fucking life or career, bro, risk
It's not
it.
worth it.
Risk it, bro. Fucking put it out there. If it doesn't put you dead, in prison, or cancel your fucking life, bro, fucking risk it, bro.
Life
Put
is
it
a
out there.
risk.
So obviously we start to understand some of the problems, right, that we have in like modern day relationships, right? Social media, influences of other people. I think social media is one of the biggest ones for me personally, right? But then we got to be able to like take accountability as men and women, right? And look at ourselves in the mirror, right? And think about what are some of the situations that we faced personally to be able to kind of tell other people and kind of give them some advice, because maybe they haven't gone through that yet. Maybe they're 16, 17, you know what I'm saying, versus me as an individual that's 24 already, or so on and so forth. Like, what are some experiences around the room that we've gone through to be able to kind of help, or some wild ass stories too?
What do you think? Tell me, please.
Oh shit, why is she calling you out like
Wait,
that?
what was about what?
About everything. What we've been talking about.
Ultimately, what it is?
Ultimately, yeah.
It's
Well, check this out. What? Sorry to interrupt. One of my a coach in high school, Mr. Coach Rhymes. He was
Oh
all like-
shit!
he
Shout out
said,
to Coach Rhymes. We love you. Stay
he was
safe.
all like-
We
what he
don't
said?
give a shit about you.
He was all
Ignore this
like,
young lady. She fucked up already. We love you though.
nah. He was like, said a relationship without a. What do you say? He's like,
He's trying to fight. Do you not know that I fight men?
oh yeah.
It's okay if you fight man.
He was like, a relationship
more
with
than you.
a relationship with no finance is a nuisance. That's what bro. Like, that's bro. I've always like that stuck with
a
me.
relationship with no finance is a nuisance. So
Yeah.
that's like the first thing that needs to come into play.
Nah, he was just saying like, kind of, well, in general, but it's kind of true though, cause like, like when you're gonna raise a family, what are you gonna raise it with? Like, with money.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy. Like the way he had his all in line, like the whole team, like basketball team. He said that, I was like, dang. But like I don't know, that just stuck with me. I was like, dang.
What they
Tell
got to
them.
bring to
So
the
you're
table.
saying financially you need to be able to have yourself and also a partner that's secure to really like
Really be like,
be in a position
On
to
top.
raise a family
Yeah.
and be in a secure place, or
Was just not on top, like not really on top.
well, not
just,
on top,
yeah.
but just like financially
Secure.
stable and secure
Secure.
to be able to raise a family.
Yeah.
like obviously like both of you are making, let's say, $50K a year. That equals up to like 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? So obviously like you'll be able to comfortably raise a family, which in most cases that's not the case in our country, but
But
they're more adding up to like maybe 60K if they're lucky.
True.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck the metrics.
So that's what he said. I was like, yo. He said that. I was like, dang. That's just, I don't know. That stuck with me. Like, but it's kind of true though, because
So for you personally, like if you're trying to find a woman that you can, I don't know if you believe in marriage, but like if you want to marry or have kids with, or I'm not gonna dive into that whole shit. I can give less of a fuck about being canceled. I'm gonna put that shit out there right now. You can fucking hate me, love me, and don't really give a fuck. I don't necessarily believe in marriage, but you know what I'm saying? From your perspective, like if you're trying to marry or be with a woman and raise some kids, like what is something that you're personally looking for in like another individual, right? Is it the financial thing? Because like that's stuck from your coach. You know what I'm saying?
well, I feel like since he said it for a reason, so He has
But,
Top
like-
so,
He knows.
so he's saying it from a place of experience.
yes.
And from
he's not in there 19, 18 saying that. Like
But-
Yeah.
But personally, like, what are you looking for in a partner or in a relationship?
Damn.
I think it all comes down to like the whole. I feel like the
He doesn't
beliefs.
like this question.
No, I do like this question because I
Yeah.
had a lot of people tell me like all this, like so many people with experience and like they're older. So my sister, she told me, she's like, you gotta look for someone with the same beliefs.
Right.
That's-
Yeah.
That's actually
The
true.
the kind of like the same mindset as you know?
Yeah. So
I like
because then if you're like, so
Ooh, I love this. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
No, I
my-
love this. This is gonna take this right into my next question. Go right ahead. I love this.
yeah, so like my parents are one that my mom is Christian and my dad is Catholic.
A la verga.
So but
okay.
then so you know
That's
like
fucked already, dude.
I can't
I'm
really.
sorry.
I can't go to like.
kidding.
I can go to both churches, you know. But that's because both of my parents are from those churches, so I can walk into either. But then I'm saying like they both relay the same message, so it's kind of cool because like they both like believe in God. It's just the message is a little different. But I don't know.
So
it's-
I like what you're personally conveying because it's ultimately talking about like how a person's raised is what it is that they believe in and what they raise their children to believe in as well. And that was gonna bring into my next question as to do y'all believe that, especially in this modern day, does astrology fucking matter when it comes to modern day relationships?
I
No.
Damn.
I don't look into it.
Astrology? What was that?
Astrology,
Astrology-
horoscopes, you know what I'm saying?
astrology-
Fucking Aries, Pisces, Leos.
Astrology is a fucking hobby at this point.
That I don't.
It's a
look into
hobby. That it's what people
Shout out to my boy
literally.
Christian.
I don't look into. I don't pay attention.
Yo!
It's a hobby.
Oh, mind blown.
Christian,
Is it not?
Christian, what
With
do you?
all respect, how old are you again?
I
I'm not
am
trying to be
almost
funny.
26 years old.
Almost 26.
Yeah.
You were the first woman that I've heard give an answer like that.
Because
Oh my
it does
God.
not factor into anything besides women literally just, oh my God, the stars. Oh my God, the stars are literally telling me that this man is not fucking compatible with me. Oh my God, I have to break up with him right now.
My man Christian, bro. Christian, if you see this shit, don't
Yo,
get
that was-
hurt.
that was-
We gotta bring you
But
to the
no,
next episode.
Yo,
dog.
so you personally, from a woman's perspective, like you don't think
Yes.
astrology means a goddamn
No, no,
thing.
I don't. I really don't.
So what personally does play a factor in, you know what I'm saying, the individual that you're looking for or who you commit to?
So basically, what I think is just like respect, like just compatibility in general. Whether we are compatible like with like our beliefs and like what we actually like are, you know, just in tune with. You know, like okay, like if you want marriage and I want marriage, okay, like that's fine. If the other person doesn't want fucking marriage, then how does that even work out between us? Or if the other person doesn't want kids and I want kids.
So what if you find that out on the first date per se, right? You got to nip that shit in the bud right away.
Well, it doesn't have to
Gotta
fucking.
go.
Well, obviously, like if we find that out in the first fucking date, then obviously like that will factor in. But if it's something that we don't even like conversate about like until like maybe like 5 or 6 dates after, then like okay, like that's something that we have to fucking talk about. But we don't know each other on the first fucking date. We don't know like how we even act, how we actually like even are comfortable with each other. And like shit will change. Shit changes over time. So
So you personally think that maybe I'm gonna ask a question real quick, but
Yeah.
do you personally think that maybe if a person that you meet might not believe in marriage right away, but then they meet you and see how stable you are as a woman, they might actually be convinced
Yeah.
to want to marry you? Like that
Yeah.
can happen is what you're saying?
I'm not trying to say it will convince them, but it might change their mind on the topic of marriage.
Like it might actually kind of shift their
It might
perspective a little
shift
bit.
their perspective if they see like okay, like this person actually looks like they are, you know, like stable and they want like they have like a really stable job, they have goals, they want this and that in the future. They're just like, okay, well, like I actually see a future with them because like a lot of these girls that I'm talking to or these other girls that I'm dating, don't actually factor in those things. They're just like thinking about clubbing, drinking, like fucking dudes here and there, you know?
Facts.
That's
So
facts.
how
You
are
know?
you, what were you gonna chime into that?
No, oh yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like overall it comes down to like the beliefs and then like the type of person they are. Like if you listen to a certain music and they listen to another certain type of music,
good.
then it's not gonna work out.
No.
See,
Well, I mean, that
wait a
doesn't
minute.
honestly have to do with everything.
Minute.
Go ahead, Angel.
You cannot be so like have a lot of
It's
things in
not.
common because it's not gonna work out. It's
Yeah.
like it's gonna be too like both of you guys like pizza, both of you guys like soccer, like
So
It's
you're
gonna
saying
be too
somebody has
boring.
a positive to the
Different.
negative
Yeah.
in order
it
to
has
be able
to
to
be
make
like
something.
that in order to be balanced, in order for
Yeah.
it to fucking work out. Like
You got to experience the thing
Yeah.
that they like. They got to experience what you
if
like.
You're, like if you're an introvert and he's an extrovert, then like
Some of those relationships
will-
actually
it
end up
will-
being some of the best ones.
Yeah, because like you're
Right.
you're taking on what he is like doing with himself. Like, oh, he's talking to like all these other fucking people. It makes me want to like go out and talk to other people versus like if you're an introvert and you're just like, oh, I want to stay home and like watch movies. I want to cuddle with my cats. I want to like do this and that. And it's just like, okay, well, maybe I want to do that too. You know, like it like cancels out in a certain way, you know?
So you almost like feed off of that energy. Like if you
Yeah.
happen to be an introvert, like obviously if your partner's an extrovert, you kind of feed off that energy and like, oh shit, well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It kind of motivates you to want to go do that shit too.
Yeah,
So like some of
exactly.
the biggest things, like right, that from all three of your, perspectives and stuff, where I feel like all that shit stems from is how a person is raised when it comes down to it. I don't believe in fucking astrology. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's a load of shit.
Facts.
I don't think it necessarily plays that big of a factor when it comes to relationships, and that's why automatically if a female fucking asks me, "Oh, what's your sign?"
What's your sign?
Like
What's your moon?
automatically, bro, I'm already going to look at you as a fucking go, bro. I'm just keeping it a G real.
What's your moon?
I'm looking at you as a fucking go, bro. Automatically, I'm already looking at you like I'm not finna take you serious, bro. If you ask
What's
me
your
what the fuck my
rising
sign is, bro,
sun?
that shit is unbelievable, bro. What it comes down to,
He doesn't even know.
to keep it G real, bro. So what it comes down to when you're meeting another person, when you're trying to find someone to commit to, have children with, have a life with, whatever the case may be, right? How they're raised, bro. Their culture, what it is that they come from. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that might be raised in damn England, you know what I'm saying? Like a Caucasian that's raised in England isn't going to necessarily understand a Mexican that's raised in California. You know what I'm saying? Like how it is that those two energies are going to collide and combine to be able to grow up together, raise kids, and honestly understand the same ideologies and how to be able to do things together. Like it doesn't mesh like that. I think
Can't.
personally for myself, like automatically, like as like a Latin male, like I'm a mutt, like I'm mixed with all kinds of shit, but like for me, what I have found to be more compatible is either like Latin or black women. Just because of like the culture, where it is that I've come from, how it is that I was
Somewhat
raised,
similar.
the hoods that I was growing up in,
What you're attracted to.
what it is that I'm attracted to.
What you are used to in a certain way as well.
Yes, all the above. And so that for me personally as a man, like that's what it comes down to. And that's what really plays a role in what it is that I'm looking for in a woman and how I'm going to be able to look at you and be like, oh yeah, she got potential. Oh yeah, like I can see myself going on multiple dates with you, or oh you being my chick, or so on and so, me having kids with you, and all the rest of the shit. Like in terms of a fucking astrology sign, oh your moon is this, your rising is that, you're bro, you look
up.
like a fucking clown, bro, when you're talking about shit like that. Like I'm just
Stupid-ass,
being real,
ragged-ass
bro. Like
Go
I'm gonna tell
recharge
you
your
right now, and
crystals right now.
I'm gonna cut all conversations right here real quick because I want to give out a message before we head into this next section of the show. I want to give I give a hell of a lot of advice to young men out there and stuff like that, right? That might be tuning into this show. I want to give a second to be able to give advice to women, and I'm gonna tell you this from personal experience. If you come to a grown ass man and you ask that man, out of the first questions that you ask him, what his sign is, I'm telling you right now, and if that man is part of like the 10 to 1% of men on this earth, he is not finna take you fucking serious. He is going to look at you and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do what it is that I can to thrash this bitch out, clap some cheeks, and leave her in the dust. I'm telling you
Facts.
right
They
now,
will not
he's
take
not
you
gonna take
seriously.
you serious, bro.
That's
A
facts.
grown ass man, bro. If you happen to be a woman from the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, or maybe 4, if you haven't learned by 24, a grown ass man is not gonna take you serious, bro.
Shame on you.
If you come at him with that kind of energy. And I'm
Shame
telling you
on
that
you.
right now because a lot of you women, especially young women, are looking for older men, bro. Older men are not going to fucking take you serious if that's what your mindset is
Gotta
wrapped
be
around.
right for material.
I'm telling you that right now. So
They're
a message
looking,
for all
they're
the young
looking
women
for
out there.
one thing and one thing only, and it's for fucking pussy.
No, she's wrong. She
Yo,
wrong
Jackie,
with that
you ain't have to
shit.
say it like that.
No,
dog.
she wrong.
Pussy.
Yo, relax.
Watch this out, dog. Watch this out.
Bro.
The type of thing
But
that
am I wrong though? Am I
Nah,
wrong though?
you're- yeah,
they're
you're
just,
fat.
they're just
That's why I said
agreeing.
what it is that I said.
They're
Because
just
people-
agreeing with it
Some
for
other
the
people-
sake of
not
getting
me.
fucking pussy though.
Not
That's
me.
the thing.
The majority of the people it is, but not a lot of people. Not a lot of men out there that want that. Some people, some men want just something real. Like, fuck,
what percentage of men and what percentage
Look,
or
I'm gonna
what
keep it a
kind
buck.
of
Like
men?
I understand what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
yes, I want something real. I want a relationship and all this and that. But like at the same time, like I want a bitch that look good too. Like I'm trying to fuck some. Like at the end of the day, like I'm a man. Like I'm finna get horny, bro. I'm trying to clap some cheeks. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep that shit a buck, bro. I feel where you coming through. You can thumb down if you want to. I want something real, and I want to be in a relationship with someone that can keep it a buck with, that I can grow with, that I can learn new shit with, that I can travel with, have kids with, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, bro, like someone's daughter finna get their back broken. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm sorry if my mama watching this, mom. You raised me right. I promise.
Mom, I'm
finna
fucking
find
sorry.
that woman, bro, and give you some beautiful grandchildren. But like when it come down to it, I got standards as a man, and like
And I
I'm
do
trying to
too.
uphold them standards.
I'm
but
scared.
I'm not gonna sit here and cap and be all like, "Oh no, I'm not looking for this and that," or a bitch with a fat ass. Like, if I can find a bitch with a fat ass and a pretty face is also knowledgeable, bro, the Lord has blessed
Mercy
me,
on
boy.
his soul.
I'm telling you,
But you see, that's the two type of different motherfuckers. Him and like me, like I said again, it's just three things that I look into.
You're looking up
Four
to
things.
Babushka. That's what you're looking up to.
Like this is
I'm
some.
not only looking into pussy. Like obviously, I want a bitch that's knowledgeable, that she works hard, and so on and
There
so
it
forth.
is.
But like, I'm keeping it. If I'm keeping it real from a man's perspective, bro, can we stop lying? Can we stop like capping and being all like, oh, no, we want a bitch that's smart. We don't care what she looks like. Like, let's be fucking real.
Sometimes.
We want a bitch that looks good.
That's facts.
That's in the gym. That got a fatty. That got some titties.
At
that's
this point of age, at this point of age, though, that's the thing. Like at this point, that's what guys want. Maybe
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, that's not what they fucking wanted. They probably wanted a bitch that was just like decent looking, and they were just like, oh well, can you carry my fucking kids? And like, okay, cool,
Fuck that
you
shit.
know.
I would always go with a
Facts.
hustler.
I think that's still alive today. I think that concept is still alive today. I don't know how much, but I think that
Yeah,
concept
and
is definitely
But
still
it
alive
changes.
today.
It changes every single fucking year, though. That's the thing. Like
Society.
literally, no, society changes every fucking year.
Yeah, which is
Every
the thing.
fucking year.
Perspectives.
Their perspectives, their fucking expectations, like everything.
Like for me, like I said again, go ahead, dog. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate, bro. I was like, this dude about to talk over me. All right. So,
Never on my dog,
Don't
dog.
talk over him.
Never on my dog. He bred that.
Don't shh. Don't talk over him.
Okay. Go ahead, Luis, because we're gonna head into the next
Yeah.
section here. So
I
go
feel
for it.
like what Christian was saying, like at first it has to be like what's at the eye. Like this, bro. Like, I was at the eye, like from there, and then you get to see like, all right, what are they into? What are this and that and that? But at first, like off the bat, it's like boom, off the eye.
What I'm
Right.
saying,
It's
keep
facts,
it
though.
like, yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
facts.
the real.
That's fact, bro. Like as a man, bro, you lying to yourself. If you sitting here and thinking to yourself, oh, like, I don't really care about what she looks like, so long as that, like, she's down to earth and she cares and all that. Bro, be
Everyone-
real, bro. As a man, you're looking for a balance.
Like, everyone-
you're looking for a balance, bro,
Not me,
between the two, where you can get a girl that looks good and also do all the rest of the shit that you want her to do, bro. Let's be real.
And you can.
Like everyone-
That's something that man. My bad, dog.
Go ahead, Luis.
Hey,
Go ahead.
everyone, like, yo, everyone has a type. Like,
Yeah.
everyone, not like everybody. Everybody has a type. So, like, off the eye, like, boom, that's what's gonna, off of the eye, that's when everything's gonna start off. Because everyone has a type. There's no way.
Facts. Facts,
Everyone
bro.
has
You
that.
got to think about it. When you're with that person long term, especially, you're going to look at them almost every fucking day.
Right.
And you got to be able to live with that and see through that and
get
so on and so forth.
accustomed to it, and like you get used to it. And
And so, like,
sometimes
we got to be real when it comes down to it, bro. Looks play a factor.
It does.
Let's be honest.
It does, but it doesn't mean that it has to be everything on it. It has to be.
It
also
doesn't have
that-
to be everything, but it
also-
plays a
no.
factor.
It
Even
does
if
play
it's
some-
small,
yeah, but
it
it
plays
does.
a factor.
Don't get me wrong.
Attraction doesn't just fall
No,
on
like, for
physical
example,
attraction.
like, for ex-
It falls under.
Go ahead. No,
No,
go
go
ahead.
You know,
No,
actually,
go
hold
ahead,
this,
go
hold this,
ahead,
hold
go
this.
ahead.
No,
Oh,
sweetheart,
you
go
guys are
ahead,
so
go ahead.
cute.
Oh my
Oh,
god! Yeah.
Hey, you first.
Oh my god! Now that you say it, I'm just kidding. Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Because actually, the conversation that you guys are about to mingle into is actually part of what it is that we're about to do next, right?
Okay.
So,
He said we were
So,
gonna play a game. I
yeah.
play no fucking games, man. I stay loyal to
I
the
play
core.
games hella.
113. I know she does,
Oh my
but I
God.
don't. Though I
Wow.
don't.
yo. Oh my god. What are you guys'
Satanas.
signs? I don't know. You guys are giving off like off
Satanas.
energy.
What's your sign?
I don't. Young lady, there's a door over there,
What's
please.
your sign? What's your sign?
I don't recall.
I don't
Okay.
recall.
All right. So this is the part of the show where we're going to enter a segment. I stopped you guys from talking about what you were talking about because you're about to say something that's going to mesh perfectly with what we're about to dive into. And so we're about to enter a part of the show that we're going to play a little game I like to call This or That.
Ooh.
Boom. So we're going to play a game called This or That, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of different things, right? I got a list of things that I'm going to read off to you, and you're going to decide this or that, right? So obviously it's going to be two different things, and you're going to give your, not only your answer, but your personal opinion as to why you gave that answer, right? And then we'll obviously go around the room and everybody kind of give their perspective. So I cut you off because the first one is this or that, love or lust. Go ahead and go around the room. Any of you first. It doesn't matter.
I mean, that's tough. That's
That's tough.
It's not tough,
no.
but you know.
Love or lust? Do you understand the difference between the two?
Explain it.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Definition, please.
Wait, is
Can I
it
get a
short term?
definition?
Is it short term or long term?
What do you mean?
Like, is it-
like in the long term? Like, yeah.
That's all up to you.
Personally looking for like a long term relationship.
That's all
love or
up to
lust?
you.
Long term?
Yeah, like the mother of your children.
Yeah.
Love or lust?
It's
like,
all up
like
to you,
personally,
dude.
like
What-
what it
what
is that
you
you're
see.
looking to.
Nah, that's love.
Love?
If it's gonna go like
Long
like, you're gonna
term,
have-
like all the way.
yeah, all the way with kids and everything, that's
Yeah.
love for sure.
Love.
There's no way. Like, there's no way.
Personally, I feel that. What about you, Angel?
It's the young lady first, dog.
Ask the young lady
You're
first.
speaking
I'll
Like
just
that.
Check
say
it.
love.
Love?
Love, for sure. Yeah.
How do you feel? Love or lust?
It's a hard one for me, man. Like I'm telling you.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, you're making me fucking mad.
Which is okay.
Which is okay.
Ain't nobody gotta be happy and shit. If I'm happy, I'm cool. No, but it's like I'm saying, like it's 50-50 these days. Like fuck. But honestly,
Why? But why though? Explain yourself. Explain it.
it's like
Your
saying-
reasoning.
Okay, so like for example, let's say this. My point in this world is that my wish that I man upstairs ever gives me in life is to have a woman reproduce and show my kids a different lifestyle that I didn't get
Right. Through love.
through love. Like I want them to see.
So he doesn't want you to go through lust.
Hold on, lady. Hold on. But let's say I'm new generation, so I will have kids before I get married. If marriage doesn't come up first, which
Okay.
I don't, it's cool. You know what I mean? But I, low key, deep inside of my heart, feel it was meant to be alone. Like I'll pay a bitch $100K to give me a kid, and I take care of it. You know what I mean? I just want a kid. That's it.
You'll pay a bitch $100K to give you a fucking kid?
That's actually, bro.
What?
Honestly, that goes into my next question. And so
about to
that
fucking just-
I appreciate that you say that. Like,
I want to fucking leave now.
it's okay. It's a safe space. It's a safe space. So all right.
What?
So that goes into my next
Are
one.
you serious
I feel
though?
like
That goes into my next one of the this or that series, right? So we're gonna go into the next one, right? So this or that, and it's would you rather be single or in a committed relationship? So obviously we talked about earlier. Factor this in. We talked about earlier about modern day society and what it is this is looking like right now with social media, a lot of the problems, childhood trauma, and all the other shit, right? And Angel mentioning that he doesn't believe that you know what I'm saying, relationships are going to get better in the future, or all of us kind of mentioning that.
It's going to get
that
worse.
it's only going to get worse in the future. So, this or that, single or committed relationship?
What's the, like, is it younger age or older age? Like, where we at?
It doesn't matter.
Right now.
All around?
In this day and age.
All around.
Whatever.
In this day and
All
age,
around?
in the social media era, in this day and age. Because we, like I said, we factored in, we talked about how it's not going to get any better. We believe that it's not going to get any better. So would you rather
Obviously,
just stay single or be in a
non-committed.
committed relationship?
Just say single.
I was meant to be single. Fuck.
Obviously, so
that's-
single. Okay.
that-
Anyways, up to my opinion.
Yeah, you're single too, man. Luis,
Obviously,
what you
I
up to?
know.
What you up to? What you up to, Luis? What you up to, man? Say single.
I don't know.
Say single. Say single.
I don't know. I feel like
He has hope.
it all depends on. I feel like it all depends on the person. Like,
On hood.
yeah.
No, not Hood. Not Hoodville.
I don't know.
Think about most commonly what it is that happens in our society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
single. Like, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we keep that mindset, then we're obviously going to be single forever.
Oh, I'd rather be single, man. Fuck.
But
yeah,
I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna be like committed to a fucking relationship because you know what? You know what? Because I fucking believe in love.
I don't.
I believe in love.
Fuck love.
Obviously,
Get this money, man.
I can see
Shit.
that.
I
You
feel
have
like,
no-
I feel like
you
it all
have no
depends.
faith.
No. I
I do
feel like
have-
it all
No, you
depends on.
don't.
Speak for me.
I feel like it all depends on where you're at. Like, I feel like it's all on your age and then like on the person too. Like you can't. It all depends on where you're at in your age too, though. Like,
but like I said, in this era,
In
in
this
this
era?
era, our age right now, like you personally, obviously, we're talking about some of the things that we're going to look forward in the future. Like, would you rather be single or be in a committed relationship? Like, do you have enough
Like
hope
right
that there's
now.
someone out there for you that's going to be that compatible for, or excuse me, with you to be able to raise a family and kind of live your life? Or you kind of just lost all hope?
Committed.
But hold up.
Or you just kind of lost all
Committed.
hope?
But hold on.
Right now. That's so
Right now.
we're killing all the other context of, oh, are you older or younger? Right now.
Yeah.
We're talking about this day
Right
and
now,
age.
what
if
do
you
you
had
believe?
somebody like that was meant for you, type shit.
yeah.
Right now. If you
What
feel
you
if you
believe,
feel like
what
that was
you
still
believe.
possible.
Yeah,
If you
what
right
you
now,
believe.
as the man that you are today at the age that you're at, if you believe that's still possible,
Right.
Single.
Oh, you are cold-hearted.
Single. I don't believe it.
I'm gonna
Nah, I
say
feel like hey,
committed.
I feel like it's possible.
Committed.
It's
you
possible.
feel like it's possible?
Shit,
Do you
too.
have hope?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
They took a
I
nap.
feel like it's
Of
possible.
course, especially with these fucking weirdos
So,
out of the picture.
It's not
So
weird,
let's
young
say-
lady. Trust me.
Okay, so let's say you happen to find that person, right? So let's go into the next one, right? So this or that. Let's say you happen to find that person, and it's gonna put it in perspective as to something that you're gonna look for from them, right? So this or that. Words of affirmation or acts of service?
Acts of service. That's
Why?
type shit. Because of after service, it's kind of like a love language. Like they're acting
It is
out
a
of
love
heart.
it is a
language.
love
You know
language.
what I mean? Like,
It is a love
type of shit
language.
like, oh, you
Why
looking
did- why
good,
is-
babe. I get that shit from my mama. Like, what the fuck?
Do you think acts of affirmation will get you long
Gets you hot
term?
headed. It gets you hot headed.
No, do you think it will get you long term though?
Words of affirmation, you're saying?
No, acts
Acts
of
of
service will get you long term in that relationship.
Of course. Fuck.
Oh yeah, big
Me-
time. I agree. Go
Think
ahead.
about this. I'm just a constructor guy. I'm 38 years old. I have 3 kids. I go home to a cook meal for my wife. Show me love. That's active kindness. That's active service. She didn't know how to do it, but she did it.
Versus you coming home from that long day of work and her being
Yeah,
like,
and all I wanted,
She's
and
a fucking simp.
yeah, simple
She's a
love, girl.
simp.
It's okay.
she's a
simp.
damn, she's a simp.
Yeah,
a woman's a simp for cooking a meal.
Nah,
That's how you feel?
fuck it. Other than that, I do it. I was meant to be showing love. What's up, baby? I know how to cook. What would you love today? Lobster? Fuck it. I'll cook you some lobster. What's up? You want
So
shrimp?
personally, how
When
you? How do
when
you,
is that
how-
ever gonna happen though?
Girl, so what-
That's the thing. From personal experience,
I'll
that's
cook
never
for you
fucking
right now.
happened.
I'll cook
That's
for you
personal
right now.
experience, though. That's from your experience,
Yeah.
and
Would
that's
you
what
ever
it is
do
that you've
that?
gone
Would
through.
you ever do that for real though?
Like cook
Yeah.
for a woman?
Hell yeah.
Cook for a
Shit.
woman? Wait. I'm asking, cook for a woman? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've done it. What do you mean? Yeah, of course.
Of course.
For the right woman?
I'm not asking you. I'm asking him.
Young lady,
But we're
of
saying, we
course.
speaking from a man's perspective, though.
Like what? Me
What are you
cook for a
saying?
woman?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. What the fuck?
Have
And
you
I'm
ever
saying
done
yes,
it
too.
before?
Yes, I have, young lady. I have.
How many times?
The whole relationship we were together, man. That's
Ooh.
it. The whole relationship.
See,
Okay,
different
okay,
perspectives. So
different
you might have just been
perspective.
in a relationship that like,
I was just
hey,
like
they just
shitting
wa-
on.
They just wasn't shit. Like,
Shitting on him.
Yeah. It's
so
Nicki
for
Minaj.
so for you personally, is it words of affirmation or acts of service? Like, what's gonna really do you in the long term if you're with someone?
Words of affirmation for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
And
different.
why is that though?
Because I just need to be reassured at all times
Yeah, but
with
what
words
if,
of affirmation.
But what if he's feeding you a bunch of bullshit though? Like, what if he's sitting here telling you like, oh, like you're beautiful, I love
He's
you,
a
but at the
controller.
same time, like
Well,
he's doing a
that's-
bunch of bullshit, like we talked about earlier, social
Well,
media.
that's a different scenario though. Like, are you throwing that in there as like an ultimatum, like as like a different scenario, or
What are you saying? Like
like
in
I'm
terms of him
saying
doing shit?
because like you're just saying like, oh, words of affirmation or
Mm-hmm.
you know, like acts of service, but you're over here being like, oh, well, what if they're feeding you bullshit? Like,
No,
okay,
'cause
what if
that's a reality.
Well,
That's-
what if the acts of service is just full of bullshit too? What
How
if they're
can an
just
act of
doing
service
it?
be bullshit though?
Yeah.
How,
Like,
how
what
can
if
you
they're
do
just
something for
what
someone
if
to
they're
like,
just
though?
what if they're just doing it just to fucking just, you know,
That
feed your
man is
ego?
not fucking stupid.
But people do that with people do that with the words of affirmation. That's what the point that I'm trying
But
to
they
make.
do that with acts of service too, just to fucking,
How?
just to
Me
be like,
physically?
oh,
Fuck
like
that.
I'm gonna
Hold
do
up.
this, I'm gonna just do this
Pause
for you,
everything.
so you can just shut up. And no, the people do that. I know that from experience.
That is
through
true.
other people, from experience and through other people's experiences as well.
So are we talking about in the bounds of a relationship?
Yes,
We're talking about
in a bounds of a are we
Doing
talking
acts
about
of
of a
service?
relationship? Or
Because
are we not?
Obviously, it can go down in multiple alleys, but like if we're talking about bounds, because I was talking about bounds of a relationship, like.
Yeah,
Like,
so
personally,
relationship.
I'm not going to
then.
be sitting here doing acts of service for an individual that I don't care
Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
for.
like
So that's where to me act of service kind of takes the weight over words of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
me
not-
telling someone that they're pretty or whatever the case may be, me actually physically laboring for that person,
It's out of
making them
love.
food. Me as a man personally, like I do it all from fucking mowing lawns to fixing cars to cooking to whatever the case may be. Going and fetching you something, grabbing you some shit, taking something off the top shelf,
But
fixing
that's
some shit in
not
the
for
backyard.
everybody. That's not for everybody.
Like-
That's not the love language that every girl fucking feeds on. It's not about like whatever.
So that's
That's what
personally
I'm
why I was
saying.
asking you the question: words of affirmation or
Personally-
acts of service? And why
Personally-
does that mean more to you than personally someone doing something for you? Because if they happen to be feeding you bullshit
That's
within
what
that
I was trying to
relationship,
get.
like
That's what I was trying to get at before you interrupted me and been to like, oh, what if they're just feeding you bullshit?
because that's a factor, that's a real thing.
Yeah, but you didn't even give me a chance.
Go ahead.
To even,
Sorry,
you know.
I apologize.
Okay, no, you're good. But I'm just saying, like, personally, like how I am as a person, I like words of affirmation because like I constantly like to have someone say like, oh, I love you. Oh, hey, like I thought about you today. This is what I feel about you today. This is what I thought, you know, like you would care about, you know, like, you know, just like certain things like that I care about. It's not necessarily like physical things like, oh, I got you flowers today. You know, like this is what I got you today. Or hey, I got you a present. Or hey, like this and that. You know, like I personally that's what I like is words of affirmation where they're just like genuinely just like telling me like, hey, like I love you. I feel this is how I feel about you today. I thought about you today. This is what like I'm bringing to the table as of that, like as of like what they're doing like in that way versus like, oh, hey, like I bought you a gift. You know?
But so does someone? That's interesting. Okay. I'm listening to you. So that's interesting. So someone bringing you like a bouquet of flowers, or like let's say a dozen roses or
It's
something.
nice.
That's
It's
not
nice.
them. That's not them thinking about you.
No, obviously it is. It is.
Okay.
But when I'm saying personally, what I like more
Is the words.
is the
you
words.
like someone to tell you.
I love someone telling me like, hey,
Okay, so I'll ask
I
you
love
another.
you. I'm thinking about you.
Okay.
This is how I'm feeling about you today. Hey, I was thinking about this, and this, and it reminded me of you today. You know?
So how do you know? So to hit you with another question, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I like that perspective is interesting. So like, to hit you with another question, right? So obviously that's what you enjoy, that's what you like, that's your preference, right? No problem with that. Now, how do you know whether that person is actually being sincere or real with you, or if they're just like bullshitting? How do you know that as a woman, if that's what you're looking for?
You never fucking know until you actually put trust in that person. And whatever they give you back, then it's like, okay, like, cool, like that's what they're giving you back. But if they're giving you distrust, then you learn over time. If they're lying to you, then you figure it out.
How do you figure that out?
Maybe it's through like maybe other people being like, hey, like they're telling you something, they're telling you something else, but they're telling me something else. You know, like, oh, like.
And
hey.
so that's where it comes full circle, where I was saying, like, what if they're feeding you a bunch of bullshit? Now, how do you approach that as a woman?
But you never fucking know. That's the thing. You have to put your trust into the relationship. If you don't fucking put trust into the relationship, you know, over time, then where is it going to even fucking go? Like, you're never going to put trust in anything at that point. And what's the point of even being in a relationship at that point? You know? You're just going to be second guessing yourself at that point all the time. So
obviously we talked a little bit about it earlier, about the trust thing, right? And being able to put trust into someone. So obviously you don't know that individual fully. Right. So it's like, how much trust do you give that person and actually believe them at first? And what is it going to take for you to actually be convinced that what it is that they're telling you is true? So I guess that's actually what I'm really getting at is at what point are you kind of like, okay, like, you know what, I'm convinced. It depends on the speed. It depends on the speed that the people they're going at, you know? Because not everybody's, like, relationship is the same. It's not the same. It's not a fucking, like, equation where you're just like, oh, A plus B equals C. It's not always like that. So everyone's relationship is different. Everyone's speed is different. Everyone's trauma and fucking, like the, what's it called? The recovery from that is different. And then how they are communicating with the other person is different. It's not always the same thing. It's not ever always going to be the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's always different. Everyone's trust is always going to be different. So how do you think you go about handling that as an individual and personally trying to like persevere, I guess, but being able to overcome that and, you know what I'm saying, coming at peace ultimately, because that, I mean, obviously, like if you're going to be in a relationship at some point, you want to reach some kind of like peacefulness. So like, obviously, how do you get there? Like that's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be fucking tooting my own horn and being like, oh yeah, I fucking know. I don't know.
Right.
Like, I'm going through my own fucking breakup myself. So I'm honestly just going through my own steps and actually just like accepting myself as my own person and just just loving myself right now. And so I honestly don't know. Like, so I'm gonna say like, I really don't know right now because I'm still learning.
That's a fair answer. I like that answer.
So I'm not going to say like I really don't know.
So okay. So I guess from here I kind of want to like not necessarily pin it in a different direction. So I'm going to hit you with a different one though. So and obviously I'm honestly going to make this the last one. So this or that.
This or that.
Oh shit, man! This or that.
Don't start shit right now.
This one, I feel like this one's gonna be interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to build up too much anticipation, but this or that. Would you rather marry your ex or be single forever?
Single forever.
Single forever. For life. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Single forever.
I really don't know. At this point, I really don't know.
She tripping. You see, she's still simping.
Shut the fuck up, dude. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sad boys for life. I stay single.
City boys for life, apparently.
What about you, Luis?
City boys for life over there too.
City boys up.
City boys up.
City boys up, man.
On hood,
City
bro.
boys up.
Okay, so look, this is my perspective. I'd rather be single and talk to anybody who can talk, just because I know I'm not committed to nobody. Like I could.
Yeah, but obviously that closed doors to, you know what I'm saying, you having kids and blah, blah, blah.
Like, fuck it. Like,
Well, actually, no. I'll
No,
take
it
that back.
doesn't.
Maybe you actually have kids, but you just have a bunch of baby mamas and shit or something, right?
Shit. Each one of these baby mamas gonna have a pet. My kids are gonna be taken care of, but doesn't mean the baby mama's gonna be like raggedy ass shit. You know what I mean? Like I want my kids to be taken care of. You feel me? Like type of shit. Like I said again, I'll pay $100K.
So everybody in the room is saying single, essentially.
I'll say single. For life, I will not remarry my ex, man. But you're trying to kill me. I'm
Jackie,
good.
you said
where I'm at.
single. You rather stay single because you said single, then I don't know, and then I'm not really sure. So how you feeling about this whole situation?
Is she crying? Oh shit! I thought she was crying. My heart.
I'm laughing about
Motherfucker, I said this or that. I said marry your ex or stay single forever.
Oh, that's
Hey,
a new question. That's a new question.
bitch. You said I would stay single, and then you're all like, no, I don't know. Actually, wait, I don't know. So like that means are you contemplating single or whether you marry your ex or stay single forever? How are you feeling?
Stay single, apparently.
Apparently,
It's difficult, but
It's a 50-50
yeah.
for
It's
her,
a
man.
50-50,
Just leave it
yeah,
at that.
for sure.
oh my God, Luis, stay single.
Hey, hey,
See the boys,
City boys.
up, dog.
City
That's
boys
right
up.
here's the goat.
City boys up. Follow at Hoodville.
Facts.
Personally,
No.
for my answer, I'm gonna stay single
No.
forever.
Yes, indeed.
Que me lo mames. And
Oh,
for
that-
anybody that watches this, and if you want to go ahead and send it to that individual, you can go right ahead. Every single one of them. I'm definitely gonna fucking stay single and be a bachelor out this motherfucker and get married to every single one of y'all. I'm telling you that right now. You see how the same motherfuckers praying on my downfall. Y'all the same motherfuckers gonna be
Fuck
looking
you too,
stupid as
man.
fuck when we up. So any fucking way. Yeah.
Anyway.
Me? Single.
Oh, damn.
So they bury me 6 feet under before I fucking marry you, bitch. Best believe.
Shingle.
Best fucking believe. With all the fucking shade thrown in the fucking world. Best believe, bitch. I'm staying single before I fucking marry you.
Remember that too.
On
Whole
hood.
ass trying to kill my
On
ass just
hood.
for me, showing you a lot of
On
love.
10,
bitch.
on
I
number 10,
wish
on
you
number
right in
9, on
hell.
my grandfather,
I
both of them.
wish you right in hell. I'll see you in hell myself, bitch. All right.
Staying on the bachelor life.
What? Who are you talking about?
Anyways. Appreciate you backing me, my boy. But yeah, I'd rather stay single than fucking be in a
He's
relationship.
on a whole nother
Or
fucking
excuse me,
level.
not be in a relationship, but marry my ex. But
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather kill
Wait,
myself.
you're gonna marry your ex?
no, I said I'd rather be single than marry my ex.
I'd rather
Oh, I
kill
thought
myself
I
than
thought
marry
that's what
my
you
ex.
said.
But overall, yeah, that's the end of this or that. So I appreciate everyone's answers and perspectives and more so kind of where we took that whole thing. It was pretty interesting to kind of hear everybody's perspectives and kind of what it is that y'all think and so on and so forth. So I appreciate y'all, man. Any other final comments from
Hey.
today's show?
City boys up, apparently.
Hold on. Hey, apparently
Go ahead,
type
Luis.
shit.
Go ahead, Luis.
Apparently.
Hey, Hoodville, sponsor me.
Sponsor me.
Hey, imagine if Hoodville sent me like free T-shirts, I would wear them. Like that would be my fit, like a Hoodville tee.
For a whole year, huh? With
Hey.
the motherfucking Crocs.
Whenever.
Wait,
they're like, hey,
Christian, what do you want to sponsor you? That's my question.
To sponsor the season Qs?
Yeah, the season cues.
I would definitely appreciate a shout out from Hoodville. Shit, I'd appreciate the shout out, bro. Like, hey, like if y'all want to put us up on there, man, I appreciate the shout out from Hoodville, bro. I follow y'all.
But besides
at
that-
man CQ, man, we definitely
But
follow y'all, bro.
besides that,
If y'all
though-
can send Luis a couple of T-shirts with the at Hoodville, bro, we'll definitely
Yes,
rep that
sir.
shit on here, bro.
Yeah.
But not only
so
that,
we'll
too,
definitely send a hell of a lot of love.
A person that I would like to sponsor me and my homies will be Andrew Tate, the Top G. You're the shit. See the boy Saab 2022. We'll follow you, Top G.
Hey,
Keep doing your shit.
look.
We'll see you at the top, man.
And also Maroon 5 if you want to hit me up too.
Holla
Oh
at it.
hell no.
You're a serial cheater, so might as well. I'm just kidding.
She loves cheaters, dog.
All right. I
What
guess
the
my
fuck wrong
final
with her?
comment when it comes down to sponsorships and shit like that.
Andrew Tate.
When it comes down to it, for any type of sponsorships or anybody that's actually wanting to sponsor this show or sponsor myself as an individual, there's only one person that sponsored me from the beginning, and that's Feed the Fire. Shout out to FTF JKL. Shout out to my guy FTF Kev. and my Feed the Fire family that sponsored me from the beginning. I know y'all seen me rock the equip before on the episode and stuff like that. Make sure you head over to feedthefire.online to get any type of Feed the Fire merch. Those are my only guys from the beginning and from the jump that have sponsored me. And that believe me from the beginning. So for the rest of y'all can come at me with the deals, but it come down to loyalty. And when it comes down to modern day relationships, as always, man, to wrap that shit up, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. As always, man, Christian Quezada, aka That Man CQ, accompanied today by Angel, Jackie, and Luis in the motherfucking building. Do you have the last thing, Luis?
Big Russ going out.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, and for sticking with us throughout this the course of this conversation, man. I hope y'all were able to take something from this, be able to be entertained here on another Wild Wednesday, episode 6 of the Season Q's podcast. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. We are there at the Season Q's podcast. Follow us on any type of social media for any type of clips, behind the scenes content, or exclusive filming. At the CQ podcast _ you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. We are there. And also, if you want to be able to listen to the audio version of this as well, follow us at anchor.fm _ the CQ podcast 22 to be able to catch the audio version of our show as well. As always, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Christian Quezada here, aka That Man CQ. And as always, stay on your season Qs. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time.
Much
Peace.
love.